I'm home. Master Robin, is that you? Yes. Back from the Crusades? Yes. And alive? Yes. Greetings, Little John here. Yeah, 2025. Who would have thunk it? Didn't get to shoot very much last year, and I'm hoping, of course, like last year, I'm hoping to shoot more again this year. But we'll see. So this will be my first round of the year. I did one short round after we had the dugnad and putting out the animals, but I haven't done a complete one, and I have no idea which animals await me. I've helped place a few of them, and there are a couple of new ones, but we've changed the animals around, so each animal has a new place, but the places are the same, basically slight variations, and new animals, like I said. So last year target 1 here was the bear. Now it's the billy goat, or actually billy goats. Distance pegs haven't been placed properly, so everyone's at the same place now, nor the target numbers. So I think I'm just gonna try to, by memory, do the same path like last year. I think it's the same route, and so we'll see where we end up and how many targets I get. I'm hoping to do a full round. I've got my trusty archery journal with me, my trusty 52 pounder. After I broke the phone last year, I haven't been able to get a new one, so I'm using my old phone, and that's also not functioning properly. So I'm here using the GoPro again with a terrible Gorilla Pod that doesn't really work properly, but we'll do what we can with the equipment we have. So we'll see how far I get before I get really annoyed. And I guess I'll give you some updates on my life besides archery and archery, for that matter, during the course, I guess. I think I just want to get started shooting now, and let's see if I can place the camera somewhere. I don't want to start too far away. This is my first, or it's early in the season, so this is about 15 meters maybe. Here we go. Alright, so that's 2 misses. Just for confidence, I'm gonna do 2 more that doesn't count. It's a hit at least. That's better. So, well, actually, so miss, and doesn't count, but 10 and 5. Still using the old book. I haven't shot that much, so let's start here. Date 4th, May the 4th be with you. Miss, 0, 0. I'm not gonna count those until the end. It's good to be back here. I've waited a really long time for this, and I shot some at home, but very little in the club. I've attended very little trainings. And I've been working on my technique at home, trying to shoot a little faster, trying not to take too long when anchoring, or to get to my anchor. So it's kind of like starting over again, I guess. So I'm not too hopeful in regards to score, or in regards to points. Five. Okay, so the first one skipped off the target, so I'm not gonna find that again, I think. The second one was really good. 8 and miss. I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find it, but I have no idea how far it went. Found it, floating in the water. Alright, let's continue. Two hits. Height was nice. 5-5. Here we have one of the new animals. Kind of spiked turtle. Really cool. I'll be shooting it from up there. So 5-5. So this was really nice height. I couldn't really see the score zone, but I thought it was around here, so I was looking at this one. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so that black turtle was down there, and I was standing here. So, really cool shot and difficult. But let's continue. Okay, so the target numbers here, number 6. Let's see what's here now. Ah, a fox. Okay, I think this is a good distance. Can't see the score zone though, but well, maybe, barely. Okay, let's try it. I'm not sure if you can you see me? Let's hope so. guess you didn't catch that, but it's not much worth filming anyway. Well, at least I'm consistent. Miss. Yeah, that's a 0. Okay, let's see what we're... I think it's this way, like before. Yeah, I can see the number now. Like I've said before, many times, that coming out here and shooting 3D has been like therapy for me. But it's working less and less, and I don't... Okay, there's a big marsh here, so I'm gonna go around. And I don't have the same joy as I did when starting out. It's but I'm still coming out here trying to find that again. But so I'm sorry if I'm not as joyful or like I was in the beginning. But I'm hoping to come back to that. And you know, there are good days and bad days, but it's been mostly bad days. But like I said, I have been looking forward to this, but I'm still not feeling the ecstatic joy that I've had before. But it's good to be out in the nature. It's sunny. It said 10 degrees on my car, but it feels a lot hotter in the sun now. And in here, there's no wind, or at least not here. But okay, let's start shooting some rabbits. Has a rocky background. So when we tried these last week, my friend broke at least 1 or 2 arrows here. So let's hope we don't do that, and that I didn't jinx it just now. Okay, here we go. Whew. That's nice. I dropped my anchor. I shot just before I anchored. But I hit where I aimed, so that might be a 10. But now just before shooting, I was trying to see if I could see the rings, because there was like a black hole there from a previous arrow, and just to the right of that I could see the 11. But now my arrow is blocking it, so I might have to look at my nock and see if I can hit it. Just above. That direction is nice, so I'm not too displeased with those shots. I mean, I released a little early on both of them, but I was able to keep my eyes on the target, and yeah. Alright, let's see. So you can see the direction is pretty good in both of them. This one is a little to the right, but this one is perfect. I'm happy with that. Let's see if it survived. Yes, I think so. Yep. Okay, so we're done on this side of the road, but I'm gonna go back and put the flag back in the box so I don't forget it. Oh, it's the bear now. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here by the pegs, I think. There's a lot of sun now, so I can barely make out the bear. Barely make it out. Yeah, I'm not done with puns. This is also kind of not motivating when pieces are falling off your gear. There's some kind of needle in here that's... Look at that. A tiny tick. And I've been careful, that's why I put the pads in my socks to avoid this, but And my other foot is soaked as I had to step in the lake to get my arrow. I've probably been stung by something, I don't know. But let's try to shoot that bear. This is why I wear a hood. My hood is blocking the sun now. Yeah, I can already tell you that this will not be one of those high-scoring rounds. It is, I think, twofold. Partly because I'm trying to shoot faster, or anchoring faster. So I'm struggling to... What the hell happened here? So my arrow is here, broken. So I must have snapped off here. Probably something like that. It's just right at the joint, not or after the joint. It's probably at its weakest, I guess. So that's one arrow less, and one miss here, and the other one was low, I think, or it did hit here. Oh, fuck. Ah, I was just about to say it's gonna be impossible because many arrow has been lost here in this marsh, but I did find it. So I think this is probably one of the reasons why I'm not feeling that joy again that I'm hoping to feel. It's because I'm not shooting well. When I've been shooting at home, I feel like I was getting better and shooting pretty decent, but now it's totally different. So it's really tempting to kind of go back to the way I have been shooting, where I stopped before anchoring and then pulling back. But it puts a real strain on the bow and my shoulders. And I was talking to one of a fellow archer who was visiting the club. He's like he's one of the best shooters in Norway, and also in the, I think, trainer for the national teams. And he was telling me that kind of feels like you're trying to push a car out of a ditch, and then when you get momentum, you stop and then try pushing it again. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good analogy. But it's not, of course, that heavy, and I've been doing it so much, so it's not that heavy for me. But what I'm doing now is I'm letting go too fast. What I did before, I was pulling back, locking my shoulders, and then I stopped my fingers here, and then pulling back to my anchor and letting go. And sometimes I let go before I anchor. Now I'm trying to do one smooth motion and letting go when anchoring, but sometimes I let go before. And also, I think I'll be fine if I linger here for a second, then letting go. But my body won't do that, because that will still be faster than when stopping here and pulling back, because I'm taking several seconds. So, but if I could pull back here, linger for a second, and then let go, that's what I'm hoping for. But All of these changes makes me a lousy shot. And yeah, not motivating. But let's do the next one nonetheless. The pheasants now. Let's do the right one. Did one more and it hit. And there's been really strict rules here about just 2 arrows, but I think they're now adjusted it to just 2 arrows in the target, so you can shoot as many as you want, as long as only 2 hits per target per round. These are expensive animals, so we have to make them last, I guess. We have a 5, doesn't count, and a miss. Now, since I just talked about that, trying to linger a little bit, drawing back to my anchor faster, but linger a little, and I was focusing on that, and I was able to, but I kind of plucked my string a little. I'll try to keep focusing on that every time now, but you know, it won't happen. But maybe for the next one, but then it'll be forgotten again. But okay, let's continue. Can I make that jump? Let's try. Good. Rats. Let's do the right one. For fuck's sake. Why do I fucking do this to myself? Oh, blood. And misses. So right now I'm just feeling that this might be another 2024 year. Hopefully not mentally, but shooting wise, I'm getting less and less motivated, shooting less, which is in turn makes me a worse shot because I'm not shooting. So I don't know. Feeling I'm spending more time repairing and making errors than actually shooting them. I was so hoping that today would be different. It's beautiful weather. I don't know. I've been thinking of going back to that technique again. And just trying to make a historical bow that can take that strain, backing it with sinew or bamboo or something like that to make it more durable when I'm holding it too long. Because now I'm just not hitting anything. Okay. I'm gonna, just for fun now, I'm gonna try and go back to my old technique where I'm holding before anchoring and then pulling back, just to see. So that's my old technique. Didn't hit anything because I moved my eyes. Okay, that was something in between. I was able to, that's what I've been trying to do actually. Because now I pulled away, almost all the way back. Lingered, kept my eyes on the target and let go. And I hit. So let's, you know what, actually, let's say that that first one was this, that it doesn't count. F off, you son of a camera tripod, mother shit again. So I'm gonna try one more. So I hit not. The technique was similar to the last one, but I kind of adjusted. You could probably see that on the camera. But oh shit! I got 2 8s. 8, 8. So let's say that doesn't count because I was experimenting with another technique. I'm good with that. You good with that? Okay, let's do that. Onwards and yonder. So what those last 2 shots showed me was that when I don't think too much. Hello, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna do a backstop up here. So little break in the shooting.
Ja, jag måste ta det här en avtal.
Okay, so we're gonna backstop on that animal up there so that you don't hit, well, mountain. What I was saying was that on my last 2 arrows, when I don't think too much and just draw back and shoot, my height or distance judgment is pretty good, because you saw those 2 8s, those were really nice. But thinking too much is kind of my thing, I guess. But anyways, let's continue. So I managed to avoid thinking too much on the first one, but released a little early. But still, it was a nice shot. The second one, thinking started again. So let's see. Oh, yeah, the first one was perfect actually. So that is an 11. Yay! Finally. So that's motivating, but kind of annoying that I was not in full control, that I released a little early. But nice shot. Miss. Okay, something weird happened. The GoPro just turned itself off, and I thought it was out of battery, which was weird, but it wouldn't start again. But now it started. So not sure how much you got, but that was miss. Feels like I'm kind of just throwing everything that I know how to do out the window. Yeah, the boar, yeah, like I was saying, it just feels like when I'm at home practicing, I do a lot better when I'm out in the woods. It's just like my brain turns itself off, or my body turns itself off. Just won't do what I've trained it to do. So kind of pissed at the moment, but I'll continue. I'm gonna finish this round one way or another. So let's do the boar. So this is a little closer than I would normally shoot it, I think. Sun. I'm not sure if you saw the difference between those two shots, but I felt the difference. I felt I was just like a quarter of a second, maybe half a second slower on the second one, which means what I mean is I lingered after pulling up. The first one I let go as soon as I anchored, but the second one I lingered a little longer, and that made all the difference in the world, from one miss to one hit, and a decent hit as well, an 8 I think. Let's see. Yeah, perfect height again. Like I said, I didn't think too much. Before shooting, I looked at the target, kind of guessing the distance. I was estimating about 12 meters, but I don't shoot gap or anything like that. I just pull back and shoot. But I was able to linger a little longer, making sure my eyes were locked on the target. So that's a really nice 8, perfect height. The second one shot the bark off here. But where's the arrow? Oh, over there. Broken, that's good. So this is gonna be interesting. It's lying over there. The two first were too low. This last one was too high, and to the left. One didn't survive. Let's see if we can find the point. I heard a sound. Where was it? Should not have pulled it out that fast, and I would have found that easily. I'm guessing it hit here somewhere, this rock. There it is. Ready to fight another day. Okay, it's got a point still. Nice. And where was the last one? Target 16, the goose. Okay, so nice. 8 and 5. So I was able to shoot like I wanted, pulling all the way back, not thinking too much. And again, it shows that my distance judging, or my instinct to shoot at these various distances, is pretty darn good. The problem is when I think too much or don't trust myself, I guess. But I'm pretty happy with this. I know I kind of looked away on the second one because I was trying to focus around here, and then I was just as I was letting go, I was looking at this arrow instead, and so it went to the right. Where to now? So we have ribbons now instead of pegs, so these won't be broken by deer. Alright, where to now? We're here. I don't know how long I can keep doing this to myself. But let's see what it was. 5. And the other one skipped off the back here and ended up in this giant root somewhere, I guess. I found it. It's lodged in the root of this giant windswept tree here. I always thought this would be a really cool backstop, and I guess it was now. But I was thinking shooting from up here, and a target in front of this could be really cool. But no one listens to Little John. Okay, let's score this sucker. The raccoon. Five and misses. Okay, that didn't break. And that didn't break. Coming up on target 19. That's where we did that backstop. So let's try it out, or preferably not, but it's a difficult target. One more flash. So I did get to try that backstop. The first one was a hit though, really low, so I tried to compensate and then it went high. Oh, it wasn't that low actually. The third one was a really nice 8. So, but it doesn't count, so we have 5 and miss. So since I'm allowed to shoot more than 2 arrows now, at least when I don't hit it, I think I'm gonna do that because, well, as you can see, I need the practice. Okay, let's score these and onwards and yonder. Okay, so another new animal, some kind of feral cat, a lynx I think, spotted, really nice. I'm glad it's facing this way because look at those eyes. You don't want those looking at you when you're trying to shoot it. So now the GoPro was out of battery, so I'm going to be using my phone now. So anyway, 8 and a miss over there and a miss over here. That doesn't even count, but let's continue. Target 21 is one of the new ones. It's an eagle. Let's have a look. Here, the eagle has landed. Pretty cool. That is actually, let's try to survive this. That is a perfect direction. 110 and 1.5. So on both of them I was able to draw it back, but I wasn't too concerned about actually reaching my anchor. I was more following the feel, because I think that kind of messes things up. If I'm not entirely at my anchor, I kind of adjust my bow arm instead, and I get these hits at least. So I'm not sure what that means, if I should continue doing that. If I hit, I might just do that. But okay, we're getting close to the finish now. Now it's back to the range, or the clubhouse actually, where an ostrich is waiting. So, miss. And hit sort of something. Okay, so that's an 11. And a 5. I was shooting at the top one. 20 meters. 8 and 5. Okay, someone's shooting, so I'm gonna go somewhere else and gonna, finish the video there. So I'm back at the clubhouse. What happened was, at the last 2 targets, there was someone shooting at the range, so I had to hurry. But I had some good shots. I had 2 identical situations on target 23 and target 24. The first one, this is what I did. Set the target. Got ready, breathe in, breathe out, pull back, and kind of adjusting here and let it go. Or faster though, so it's like. So I lingered a little bit, and actually I didn't pull all the way back either, but where I naturally stopped. And then adjusting my arm a little. 11. And then I was trying to do that again, but lost confidence, so it went low. But next target, I kind of reset my mind, I guess, and I was able to do it again. Let go. No thinking, just doing what I should be doing. Or not correct technique, I guess, because I didn't anchor, but it felt natural. It's like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to let go, and I'll let go. And then again, on arrow 2, I lost confidence and it went low. And just before I was shooting, there were some bikers or cyclists coming through, or beside me, and I think one of them was looking at me and drove off the road and had an accident. So I had to run up there and see if they were okay. It was a family, I think. The daughter got hurt, and but not too bad, I think. It looked like she was fine, and they were helping her. But she was still on the ground when I left there, so I'm hoping she's fine. Yeah, they didn't want any extra help, so I think they handled it, and I was able to do the last shots. In summary, this is going to be a crap score. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish I had as much fun as I used to. But I need to go home and fix some arrows, and like if you've been watching, you know that last year was kind of not a good year for me. I had some ups as well, but a lot of downs. I lost a friendship, and that, I don't know. I was hoping to fix it, but all my attempts to fix it made things worse. So, and I've been seeing therapy and having like antidepressants, which seems to have stopped working now because I'm kind of having more down days than up days, I guess. And was starting to feel better around Christmas and before Christmas. And January started well, but kind of, I don't know, it's been kind of downhill since that. And the therapies that I've started, that was kind of, I was hoping to get a diagnosis, but they decided not to give me one or diagnose me because they felt I'm functioning. So now I'm just struggling to, I don't know, struggling in general, I guess. So what's gonna happen next? I don't know, either with archery or on and off archery course. One good thing though, the film we made last year, we had a screening on that on a festival last year, but we're also screening it again this year on Norway's largest short film festival, so that's good. And trying to work on my other projects, but now I'm working full time, so it's really difficult to motivate myself. But I'm still trying though, and yeah, now I'm just rambling. So I'm gonna try to repair some arrows. I still have a few left, luckily, and I hope to see you again soon. Toodaloo.